Hi, and welcome to the Green with Tiffany podcast. I'm your host, Tiffany Page, and in this show, we'll explore topics of sustainable living, all aspects of health and wellness, of people and planet, and how we're all interconnected. Join us on this journey to live better and more sustainably by improving our health, our families, and the world with the choices that we make. Hi, happy holidays. I knew the holidays were coming, but then they just arrived and here they are. I've been doing a lot of traveling, so they just caught up with me. And I'm pretty much ready though. I love the holidays and I do love gift giving, although it's not about gift giving of things necessarily, as we all know. I'm not here to promote consumerism and consumption, but I am here to just share some ideas because I do love giving gifts. Some people love giving gifts. Some people like receiving gifts. I definitely love giving gifts more. And I am definitely mindful of my gift giving all year. I'm not looking to just grab something to get something for somebody. I have a gift closet at home. So I do a little planning ahead of time. And, it's always nice to give something from the heart that's made with the hands, a handmade gift, or baking cookies in that way. And I know not everybody has time to do that, although that's always a nice gift. So I just wanted to share some ideas. I'm Tiffany Page, and you're listening to the Green with Tiffany podcast. And it's the holidays, y'all. So happy. So I know with the holidays, especially right now, people are going to be looking for cheap. I know with prices, they're soaring and goods are surging. So, but what else can we do? How can we choose items that are still good for us and Mama Earth, because those cheaper items are not usually good for us and definitely usually not good for the planet and how they're manufactured. So if we are going to be giving an actual physical product, what are some of the ideas that we can do? And I know wellness is a big one, obviously, with, so many people are still getting sick with COVID. So it's really important to keep our immune system strong and not just run to medications and other synthetic ways to trick our immune system. So I think putting together a little box of supplements is always great. I'm going to be doing that either in a little basket or a little box, and something that's reusable. And what I've been taking is vitamin C, zinc, vitamin D, quercetin, and NAC, which is N-acetyl L-cysteine. All right, I'm not going to say it again. NAC. So it's a powerful antioxidant. It promotes healthy glutathione levels. It's great for your immune system. It is a must. And I have been taking it every day for the last 2 years. I have my family taking it. And I think it's a great gift because there are so many supplements out there. And people don't know which ones to buy. I really like Pure Encapsulations and Mega Food. Now these are a little bit more expensive. So this is going to be a little pricier gift if you get all 5. And you can even put in a little vitamin case as well, like one of those Monday through Sunday cases. If it's a family member and you want to fill the case for the week, you could do that, get them started, jumpstart them. I'm doing that for my mom. But a lot of the supplements out there don't use good ingredients or a high grade of ingredients, and use a lot of fillers. So, it's something to consider. Now, like I said, that's going to be a little bit more of a pricier gift, but health is wealth, right? So I think it makes for a great gift if you'd like to do something like that. For me, it's just a great time to introduce people to the products that I've been using that I know and love and want to share. And so it could be a toothpaste, I do switch up my toothpaste from time to time, but right now I'm using Dr. Bright, and they are a women-owned company and no fluoride. I know people will be like, what? No fluoride? Yeah, I haven't used fluoride in probably been over 10 years now. It's a misnomer. It's a byproduct that's really not needed, but that's another conversation. No cavities, by the way. And you could do the toothpaste and maybe the coordinating mouthwash. That's a nice little gift. Or you can even add a bamboo toothbrush. That's helpful, right? To move away from plastic. I mean, if you think about those plastic toothbrushes out there, which are not recyclable, And as often as we're supposed to change them, although I would imagine most people don't change them on the every 3 month cycle. But if you did, think about the billions of people we have out there and switching out those toothbrushes and they're not recycled. I mean, that's a big waste. So moving away from plastic, you can try the bamboo toothbrush, which is what I use, and other ways you can give gifts using less plastic. That's a great way to start with that. From reusable bags, something that's maybe good for travel. I was just in New Jersey and the Whole Foods there, they don't offer you bags at all. You can't even pay for the bag. You can pay for a reusable bag, which I think was like $2.99 or $2.40 something, $2.49, something like that. But they didn't offer you any other kind of bag. So, people were walking out with their groceries in their arms. But I had my reusable bag with me because I carry it with me everywhere, even when I travel, because it kind of wraps inside itself and has a little carabiner on it. It's a little Green with Tiffany bag. Actually, I should probably offer that. I could give out, 10 bags for the holidays if you sign up for the Green with Tiffany newsletter. Yeah, that's a great idea. It's a great bag. I use it all the time. So that's a nice little gift. You can give that on its own. Again, all these ideas, you can build on them. You can do them on their own. It really depends on what your budget is and what you're looking to do. You could do reusable utensils. I know everyone can take their own, silverware and wrap it in a cloth napkin, and that could be their reusable utensils for sure. But something that comes in a little package, little bamboo utensils or regular utensils that have its own little container, that's a great gift on its own. Or you could pair it with that in a bag, or a reusable straw. I like the glass straw from Simply Straws. That could be the straw with a little straw cleaner, and that comes in a little container. So you can do that on its own as well, or you could do all three together. So there's so many choices, right? And those also could be a great hostess gift. So, I know people go to a lot of holiday parties and you might bring a bottle of wine. That's always a great gift. People are always going to be happy to receive a bottle of wine. Even if they don't drink, they can always serve it. You could try an organic wine, but sometimes it's fun to get something a little different as a hostess gift, like I mentioned with the reusables. Or the first year that COVID was more at the height, I gave, Dr. Bright also makes sanitizers and wipes. And so they use better ingredients, essential oils. So, not so many of those caustic chemicals that we have in those like cheap hand sanitizers. They're not good for you. So, that was what I gave as a gift. So that's something like that could be a hostess gift. Cleaning products. I use the Ecos. They have the Parsley Plus all-purpose cleaner. Or you could do a little laundry themed gift. I'm now using these laundry detergent sheets. Wow, I love these. They're great. They're easy. You don't have to have a big plastic jug of laundry detergent, and that helps reduce on the plastic. That one you probably wouldn't give on its own. So you could pair that with, I use the wool balls. I used to use Tide and Bounce. Those are my go-to. That's what my mom used. And typically that's what people do, right? They use what their parents used, and that just carries on for generations. So I had to break that cycle, and I started using Ecos. Now it's reversed because now my mom uses those as well. And she loves them because she doesn't have to pick up a jug. It's a little harder for her to pick up a heavy jug of laundry detergent. So these sheets are great. And the wool balls, I've had these wool balls for over 10 years. I'm a long time. And there was 3 balls, and one of them has now kind of unraveled. But I think that's a pretty good investment to have had them that long. And if you want a little bit of scent, I keep a bottle of lavender essential oil in my laundry room. Put a few drops of that on, and you have that nice light scent, which matches the laundry detergent sheets because I use the lavender scent as well. So that's a great little gift as well. You can put it in a little gift basket, make it look really cute. So, if you just wanted to try something different, I mean, you could always do something more traditional. If you didn't do the wine, maybe a cutting board from a sustainable wood, and you could either do something holiday themed with it, or a reusable dishcloth, or if you're going to do food, try vegan cheese, one that's really good and that people wouldn't necessarily know to try. I mean, there really just are So many choices out there. Oh, also, you could do some organic produce. There is localharvest.org, and you could look it up. It's a state by state directory. And so you can see family farms and farmers markets, and you could put it in a nice basket that you might take to, farmers market when you collect your produce. So that's a nice hostess gift, or just even a regular gift as well. Clean beauty. This is a good one because there are a lot of brands out there now, and people don't really know what to use or try, and you don't want to just keep buying things and trying it. You don't like it, so you continue to use what you know. And so it's a great way to share. So for my cleansing, I use a Cure right now. You can get that at Whole Foods. A Cure facial wash. They have a few different kinds, whether it's a cream or a gel. I'm using their eye cream right now as well. And those two, that's a cute little gift. Sometimes Whole Foods has a little makeup bag with full size products inside, and it actually costs less to buy that bag than if you bought all the items individually. And that makes for a great gift and a great way to try different products. If you wanted to do something a little more high end on skincare, I use Alitura, and you could do their whole kit, right? They have a gold serum, moisturizer, a night cream, a clay mask, a microneedling wand. So you could do, just one or two of those, or the whole kit and caboodle. But that would be a great way to get people to try a skincare that's food grade and really nourishing for their skin. And then when I was thinking about different types of gifts that you could give, I thought of water delivery. Now, I know not everybody's prepared to have one of those jugs delivered because they don't have the ceramic container or whatever it is to hold the water jug, but there are nozzles that can go right on the top of the water bottle, and then you can just pump the water out. So that's what my mom has. So I have a 2.5 gallon bottle that I bring to her, and she has it on her countertop. And so it's a great way to, again, use less plastic, try a water that's better for you, and then hopefully they'd continue on. So I was just trying to think of different unusual gifts as well. I get a lot of products that I try myself as well. And I have a lot of gift bags. So it's really not about a big gift. I mean, sometimes just the smallest little gesture, the little acknowledgement or little thank you is really all you need. And so you don't have to think too hard and overthink it or overdo it. I know some people give a candle, and there are really nice candles out there, but sometimes it's something as simple as, one year I got a coaster, and it was Audrey Hepburn on this stone coaster. It was a Breakfast at Tiffany's theme, which is just my favorite. And I love it. Just one. It's all mine. I use it all the time, right? What a nice little gift. I also got a little 3-pack of my favorite lip balm. Also a great gift, right? Keep one in your bag, one in your purse, one in your car. And it's just a nice little small gift without breaking the bank. I guess that's the biggest part. You really, it's really not about that. Sheet mask, those are very popular. There's a lot of ones out there with really bad chemicals in them. So I found one that I really like by Andalou, and they are really nice self-care. And sometimes you see results right away from using a sheet mask. So I know people that are really into them, and then others probably have never even tried one. So you can just pop it in the holiday card as well. I know you're not supposed to mail it that way, but I have. It got there. I know it's kind of liquid in there, but anyway, that's a fun little gift. Clothing, of course, is a big gift. Pajamas, I know, but what about something to introduce some sustainable materials? So a comfy pair of modal pajamas made from the beechwood tree cellulose. Those are so soft. It's a great material. Or organic cotton sweatshirt. It's just really a great way to introduce people. And, just know that using these better materials that are better for you, kinder to the environment, it's not just about using sustainable materials, because a lot of the bigger companies are getting in on these materials. And I just received a Banana Republic sweater that the tag said made from sustainable wool. which is great, but are they paying a fair wage to their workers? What is the work environment? There's other aspects to sustainable fashion than just the material itself. So, something to take into consideration. An experience is always great. So, you could take your friend or family member out for, of course, breakfast, lunch, or dinner. You could get a gift card to any of those places, their favorite restaurant. But I think experiences are really fun. And so for my brother, I'm taking him to, he loves Star Wars. So I found this Empire Strikes Back. Well, I saw it was a parody. What I didn't see was it was burlesque. So we're going to the Empire Strikes Back burlesque parody, but that should be fun. He doesn't really need anything. And so I thought it was a great, great gift. So we're going to that shortly. And there's a lot of holiday light experiences, which I personally love. There's one here in La Cañada at Descanso Gardens called the Enchanted Forest of Light. And I think I've gone now every year for the last 4 years. It is just so fun to bring people to. It's fun for a group and family. It's romantic if it's just the two of you. It's just really fun. And I know that they do something like that all over the country. There's places that have it. So I was just in New Jersey, like I mentioned, and we went to the sculptural garden and they had a light experience after dark. So I know sometimes zoos have them, but I'm not really big on promoting zoos. So I didn't say that, but I will make a detour to speaking of animals, because there's so much you can do for animals. You can, donate to your friend or family's favorite rescue or nonprofit. If you don't know theirs, you can donate to yours. Sometimes you can buy something from the nonprofit and the proceeds support the nonprofit, like a World Wildlife Fund. They have a logoed item or a stuffed animal. You could give to your friends' kids, something like that. Or Five Gyres is a nonprofit that I support, and they have products on their site that's logoed for using less plastic or replacing the disposable types of plastic. There's also places that you can go to, another experience with animals. There's something like the Gentle Barn. I can't believe I've actually never been. I've given it as a gift, but I've never actually made it there myself. And there's one here in California, and I think the other one's in Tennessee. And you can take a tour and meet farm animals. And it's so cool. It's a great gift. I recently went to a wolf sanctuary for a friend's birthday, and I got to pet the wolves and feed the wolves, and they were not enclosed. They were outside of their pen, and they were on a picnic table with me, just sitting there, and they'd come and you could pet them, and they'd come and they'd lick you. Wolves, real wolves, amazing. So such a fun experience. I know Amazon is easy, right? And if you're Prime, your shipping's free. I mean, it's pretty hard to beat. I know. But if you can support local, it's just nicer. There's always Etsy for those fun, one of a kind things. There's a catalog called Uncommon Goods, and they have great local artists and different products in there. Some of those products are actually sold on Etsy as well. So just trying to think of different ways that you can, support local artisans, support small businesses, family-owned businesses, B Corp businesses, and people that care about the environment, care about the ingredients that they use. And there's a lot of them now. In the holidays, they really create a lot of waste from Thanksgiving to New Year's. I think the statistic is that Americans throw away 25% more trash than any other time of year. That's 1 million extra tons each week. And that's pretty much due to the waste of, holiday gifts and the decor, of course. But, how can we cut down on that consumption, but, not sacrifice the joy of the holidays and what we love? So wrapping your gift is going to be a big one, right? So how are you wrapping your gift? We have so many choices now. I think at the very least, we cannot use wrapping paper because that's just a one and done and just goes into the landfill. It's not recycled. It's not reused. You've got tape all over it. It's just such a waste to me. And I feel like if someone gives me a wrapped gift, they just really don't know me at all. I'm not going to lie. Sometimes my brother uses wrapping paper. He just loves beautiful wrapping paper. Is that bad? Am I throwing him under the bus? But I just, I know kids used to love to just rip open their gifts of wrapping paper, but I don't think I even did that. I really just kind of carefully undid it, surprised myself little by little. I mean, I've tried to reuse wrapping paper when I have received it. It's not that easy. It doesn't stay smooth. It doesn't, gets all crushed and wrinkled. So what else can we do that would be like wrapping paper, right? So you could do newspaper and people think, oh, it's going to get the product, whatever you're wrapping dirty or your fingers dirty. But I've actually seen wrap gifts or wrapping paper and you put a nice reusable cloth bow on it. I think it looks so good. I think that's a definite candidate. I have a whole stack of newspapers here. You could use, tear out magazine sheets. If it's a small box, that could be nice. I mean, people do say you could use, some kind of other paper that can be recycled, but I don't really recommend that. I think there's just other ways of things that are already there than construction paper, because that's, you're still going to buy that possibly versus, something that you already can recycle like a newspaper. Fabric. There's fabric. You can do, a scarf that you could wrap it in, a napkin, a cloth napkin you can get, something that can be reused. Even a tablecloth, right? You can go to a thrift store or like a yard sale of some sort, and you can cut that up. So those are definite options that could be fun. Or jute. I've had things wrapped in jute, or sometimes they sell little jute bags. I think it's definitely something to think about other than using wrapping paper. That I know you can just buy a roll of wrapping paper, probably for pretty cheap, and then wrap all the gifts. But that just seems really wasteful to me. One thing you can do, which, if you think about where they come from, gift bags. And I know if you have to buy or you're getting somebody like 20 gifts, you're not going to go to, Hallmark and buy $4.99 bags. But there are places that sell them for a lot less, like a Dollar Tree or a dollar store, which, by the way, is not really a 99-cent store anymore. It's like a $1.25 store. But the nice thing about a gift bag, if you're going to go that route, is at least it can be reused. Chances are you're not going to throw it away. I mean, I hope not, because there's nothing wrong with it. It's not ripped open. I have a handful of gift bags here and I wrap gifts in them. And then sometimes the people that I give the gifts to that come over use the gift bag to, take their gifts in and stuff more in there and take it with them. But many times, because people know me, they'll open their gift and then they hand me back the bag, which is fine by me because that bag gets folded up and put in the closet until next year. So I've had some of these same bags for years and years and years and years. So while they might not be sustainable in the manufacturing process necessarily, at least there's something that's being reused year after year and not going in the landfill. So that's the way I look at it, something that's being reused. So those are some of my ideas. I hope they're helpful for you. I'll have to write these out in the notes for you as well, in the show notes. If you'd like a Green with Tiffany bag for the holidays, it's not holiday themed. I'm just giving it for the holidays. Pop on over to my greenwithtiffany.com website, sign up for my newsletter, and I will get a Green with Tiffany bag out to you. You're going to love it. So great. And they make a great gift too. So, I know, again, I mentioned all these things that you can buy, but I think the best gift of all is just being together. Enjoy the gift of togetherness. Happy holidays. I hope you have a beautiful holiday. And next week we will have LA Relaxed. So I hope you'll join us for that. Thanks for listening. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you enjoyed the show. Please rate, review, subscribe, and share on Apple Podcasts. It would mean the world to me. You can find me at greenwithtiffany.com and on Instagram. Till next time, choose to care.